And I was just, sitting here thinking that, we've pointed out some pointers, and I think it's time now to stop pointing fingers at each other, to start looking at actual issues that concern us, writing them down, and sending them an email to our congressman and senate. I did this a month ago, and I left a copy of it on my uh, page, but with the video that I did with it that day, um, and there was action taken. So if we would talk about the real issues that bother us and the things that really concern us instead of this propaganda, I call it, they use the same crap over and over and over again just to trigger us. There are real issues that are facing our country, and I believe that we need to face those head on, and I think our voices count. So find out who your senator is and who your congressman is in your state, and if you don't mind sending me an email with their emails, that would be great, because I'm really having trouble getting all the emails for all of them. I only, out of 16 that or 20 something I sent out, I only had 5 that actually went through. So the ones we get off the internet, and we're going to have to find somebody a little better at getting them than me. And so anyway, I'd appreciate it. That'd be great. And because I do send them, and then I wait and I watch, and there was a quick response there, and not directly to me, but I saw that there was laws being enacted. So really, that's what we need to do. Let them hear your voice, not just your vote, your voice. And I say Senate and Congress because that's where the big choices are made. The president's not such a big deal. I prefer Robert Kennedy myself, because he does talk about issues, and he's been at the bottom and had to work his way back up. He's got a powerful story, and if anybody that's been an alcoholic or drug addict or just hit rock bottom for whatever reason would understand where he's coming from and how hard he's worked to get back up. So, but that's my personal thing. So, because I don't think the president makes a big deal. Although I would prefer to have someone that knows how to speak and knows what the laws are and knows what most of the stuff is, and some of the, anyway, somebody that is a better speaker, and someone that is more knowledgeable on a lot of the laws and stuff. He's been in politics for a long time in law. And then, but I'm voting. The majority is Democrat. But I look at both who's running, and I try to look at how each person has voted in the past to decide how I want to vote, when I vote. But that's where the big changes are made, is with the Senate and Congress. So that's where I focus my most money and my most communications, not so much the president. But I would like a president that makes me feel proud to be the, what do you call it, the example and the, what is that, for, the world to see, for our country. And so anyway, I'm leaving that there because I'm not going to get in fist fights with anyone anymore. And then that's just something I was thinking about, because I thought, well, I'm going to reiterate this because it's real important right before we vote. There's only 100 days left, and we really need to look at this from an adult view and really look at what the issues are. And I'll put a list together, and something that you can, look for. And but you should know what issues bother you. And I'm not happy with the Democrats' response on what's important. There's more than that that's important. They come up with 3 things, and it was 3 or 4, and it was like, really? That's it? And yeah, that might be what most people, the general public, is making choices on, because I've done their little questionnaires too, and they don't leave enough room for anything that goes into the deeper issues that we have that are falling apart in our country. So anyway, just get that involved. To send an email to your senators or congressmen, or both. I sent it to as many as I could find a good email to across the country, to both Republicans and to Democrats. And I think you should too, but it's up to you. But that's the way they're going to actually find out what we're really interested in and what we really want fixed. And this may, this new world order, which is Agenda 2030 and Agenda 21. 2030 is just Agenda 21, a little stronger. But it's been in the process for a long time, and 40, 50 years. And it may go through, who knows? And that's, I'm sure, what's upset and scared the Republicans. But the way they're wanting to do it, their Agenda 25, it is scary, and actually scarier than the other one. So, no, that can't work. And I beseech any of you to actually get both of them. I had to download the 922 pages on my computer for the Heritage Foundation for 2025. And then 21, I could get the book, and then a nice smaller, anyway, at Amazon. And then start reading through them and seeing the differences. And anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there because I think it's real important for all of us. And I have done videos on sexual abuse and the guilt of it, and about pedophiles and how your voice is your strength. Well, that isn't just for, say, children that are being, running into a pedophile. It's also for us in anything, and especially our government. Our voices count, so we need to make them heard. Not in a loud, obnoxious way, just inundate them with emails, and then they'll change their email address because they've done this phone numbers before too. So then you just have to catch up with it again. And I would send them to the Democratic Party, their main chapters and whatever, and the Republican. They need to know what the hell. They think we're stupid, and I'm tired of that. And I'm tired of the president, the runner-up, the people running for president are just slinging mud at each other. I'm so tired of that. I can't tell you. It's like, when you yell at your kids out in the yard because they're throwing mud at each other, and it's like, well, that's real adult. And you haven't touched on any of the issues yet. I like watching Robert Kennedy because he does. And anyway, that's my choice. At the last minute, I may go ahead and vote for Camilla, but I don't know, because I know the big difference makes up with our Congress and our Senate. So that's what I'm focusing on. I'll make that last minute move at the last minute. So anyway, let's use our brains when it comes to, because it's real hard to do with the presidency, because they know each other, these two, and they're used to each other, and so there's, they can sling mud at each other all day long. Just ignore it. They've got history, let's put it that way. Her as a prosecutor and him as a defendant. So She's well versed with working with Trump, and he's well versed having her work on him. So anyway, I thought we should just all of us focus on Senate and Congress and get some of the issues that really mean something to each of us. We each have different things. But that's what this democracy was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about coming together with what your constituents want to hear and see and do, and vice versa on the other side. And we come together and see how well we can fit as much of it in as we can. But it's for the greater good of all. It isn't never for one person or one side, and it's not supposed to be us against them. It is supposed to be unified. And you're just supposed to stand up for your constituents. I don't even see them doing that. So I would like to see everyone of the constituents to email their senators and their congressmen, on your president if you want, about what really bothers us. And see if we can't start using our voices the right way. And I love you. Have a good day. And remember, you're powerful, and your voice is powerful, and it should be heard. I'll talk to you later. Lori out.